Welcome to Marks of Maturity. I've got a question for you. Why do we do church? Like, what's the driving force behind all of the things that we do on any given Sunday or during the week? What's this all about? Now, there are so many different aspects to church, like worship, fellowship, teaching, discipleship. And yet, I believe that there is something singular and unique that drives us, that leads us more than anything else. Now, if you're a part of the Waypoint faith community, whether north or south, remember we're one church, two locations, then this is hopefully something that you'll become more and more familiar with. It is our mission statement. And right now, as I look at it on my phone, it is all kind of mirror image, so I'm going to set it down so it doesn't distract me. But Waypoint is a multiplying church that equips people to worship God, share the good news, love others, that the world may know Christ. And it's that last bit, that the world may know Christ, here at the bottom, that I wanted to talk to you about here today. So what's fascinating to me is that the Lord has chosen to use the church, to use people, just ordinary people like you and me, to accomplish his mission. And he's really clear about it. Oftentimes when we think about evangelism, when we think about outreach, when we think about missions, like worldwide missions, we think about the Great Commission, and I think that's a great place for us to go. But I wanted us to think about this idea that comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 5. I'm going to read it here from the scriptures, but 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 20, it says, "We are therefore Christ's ambassadors, as though God were making his appeal through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God." So there's this idea that we're called to be these ambassadors, these partners, these emissaries of grace, of the gospel to the people around us. So we believe that Jesus is sufficient and good for everybody here on the Key Peninsula, in Great View, in Burley Olalla, in Port Orchard, in Gig Harbor, everybody that's around us. Many of you live in these different areas. We believe that Jesus is the answer for you, right? And for your neighbors and all those who are around us. But we also believe that Jesus is sufficient and good and the Savior for the tribal boy out in Papua New Guinea, for the people of northern Pakistan, for all of these different people around the planet that have not yet heard about the good news of Jesus. And we see that we're called to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. Did you catch that little bit there? It says that the world may know Christ. Last I checked, the world is a real big spot. I don't know that Waypoint is equipped to reach the entire world, but we are supposed to be obedient to the Lord and to bring our part to the table in this, to bring our loaves and fishes, so to speak, and let God do the rest of that. It's a dream way, way bigger than us, but this is the dream, that we would be a part of what God is already doing. So as we talk about missions, whether that's something that happens here locally, but especially when we talk about people that are living in different parts of the world, I hope that you get fired up about the idea that they need to hear about the Lord. They are absolutely a part of the mission that God has given us. We want to see them be our brothers and sisters, that we would worship the Lord together with them when we get to heaven. We don't want them to feel alone at all. So why do we do church? That the world may know Christ. It's a dream way, way bigger than anything that we could possibly imagine. I hope that challenges you and inspires you. I hope that it drives you to invest more of your life and time in the person of Jesus.